Hey everybody, here we are for Story Signs and Songs, the online version. As you can see, I have Miss Katie with me. She's wearing her pumpkin shirt, ready for Halloween, which is tomorrow. I also think that we look a little bit like Oilers colors, but we also match our awesome painting back there. So, I think it's all sorts of colors today. You're welcome. Here we go. Before we dance, we are going to stretch. So we are going to take our arms and we are going to go way up high. And wiggle the fingers. Are you wiggling, Katie? Mm-hmm. And then we're going to go way down low and touch your toes. And then back up. And to the side. And to the other side. And to the front. Wiggle, wiggle. And to the back. And then give a shake. All right, and we decided that you all get the pleasure of listening to us sing today. We are going to do the hokey pokey. So everybody up on your feet. We're ready to go. Are you ready, Katie? Mm-hmm. Katie has a better singing voice than I do. We should switch spots. So you're closer.
It's all good.
No, she's like, no, here we go. All right, here we go. So we're going to start by you put your right arm in, you put your right arm out, you put your right arm in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your left arm in, you put your left arm out, you put your left arm in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your right leg in, you put your right leg out, you put your right leg in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your left leg in, you put your left leg out, you put your left leg in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Ready for the last one? You put your whole self in, you put your whole self out, you put your whole self in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Done? Whew! All right. Hopefully everybody has got some of your wiggles out. And now let's head in for story time. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, here we are for our story time portion of the program. So first things first, it's Halloween tomorrow. I don't have my costume on. I am so sorry. But maybe we will post some pictures tomorrow on our Facebook page and Instagram account, and we'll show you some staff costumes. So keep an eye out for that tomorrow, the 31st, on our social media. But I do have magical glasses, so that's kind of like a costume, right? Let's put them on and see how they are working. Oh, they're working. Uh-oh. Just wait. Okay, there we go. Ooh, thought for a minute there I forgot to plug them in and charge them up. Let's see who the glasses can see today. They see Brinley and Natalie. Hello. They also see Talia and Scarlett. Hello, hello. And Zoe and Kira. And of course, Charlie. Hello, Charlie. They also see Cora, Kinley, and Tate. Tate, get your waving hand going. We also see Riker and Deacon. Hello, boys. And Clara and Sep, if you're awake. If you're napping, Clara, be quiet. We also see Molly and Hayden. Violet and Grayson. Hello, hello. Mason and Ethan. And Paige. Hello, Paige. Oh, and I think I see Oliver. Hi. And Bo. Hello. And Thomas and William. Hi, boys. All right. Okay. Ooh, I just about knocked myself out with the glasses there. There we go. All right. So let's make ourselves a little bit comfortable and let's do a little bit of bread and butter. Are we ready? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slow as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as fast as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as low as we can. Ready? Low voice. Hello. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as high as we can. Hello. Hello. Sounds like Charlie. Hey, Kira? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quiet as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loud as we can. Ready? Hello! I think I heard some of you. All right, now comfy on our couches, on our chairs, on the floor, wherever you choose to sit. And we're gonna do open, shut them. Ready? Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little clap. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Open, shut them, and fold them on your lap. Excellent. All right. So today our story is about twins. Is anybody twins? Do you know any twins? I have nieces that are twins, but they don't look the same. I don't think they look the same. These twins do not look the same because one of them is Hansel, little boy, and one of them is Gretel, a little girl. They're twins, and they live in a cottage in the magical forest. That magical forest just gets bigger and bigger every week, hey everybody? So they are happy little children. They live with their mom and their dad, and sometimes they are allowed to have one of the chickens in the house as a pet, but not very often. Can you imagine having a chicken in the house as a pet? That would be kind of fun. All right, so their very favorite thing to do is to explore the magical forest. Now, they are always very, very careful, and they stay in their adventuring where they can see the cottage because they do not want to get lost, right? One day, Hansel says, Gretel, I think we should go a little bit further. And she says, nope, that scares me. And he says, no, it'll be fine. I have a pocket full of white stones, and we will leave a trail of them, and then we'll just follow the stones back home. And she says, okay, we can try it. So off they go. They are wandering through the forest, and they're having a great time. They're going further away than they've been from the cottage, and they just think it's amazing, and they're remembering to drop the stones. They even discovered a magical waterfall. It was beautiful. It had like rainbows and dolphins. Can you imagine? Dolphins in the middle of the magical forest, jumping up the waterfall. Finally, Gretel says, Hansel, I think we better go home. I'm hungry. And he says, good idea. So they turn and look, and there's the trail of stones. And so they just go boop, ba-doop, 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 and follow them all the way back to their cottage. And they do this every day. They leave a trail of stones and they come back. One day though, Hansel he's a little bit forgetful, and they set off on their trip and on their grand adventure for the day, and off they go. And Gretel says, Hansel, I don't see you dropping any stones. And he says, oh, I totally forgot to gather them up and put them in my pocket. And she says, that's okay. I have a little bit of bread in my pocket, and we can just leave crumbs, and then we can follow the breadcrumbs all the way back home. He says, aha, good idea, sister. So as they carry on, they leave breadcrumbs. What they don't notice is that as they're dropping the breadcrumbs, the birds of the magical forest see them, and they're hungry. They're hungry all the time. They're swooping down and eating them. So they're going deeper and deeper and deeper into the forest and not noticing that they don't have a path. Finally, Gretel says, Brother, it's time to go home. I'm hungry. And he says, yes, good idea. Let's go home. So they turn and look. No trail of breadcrumbs. Oh no. Gretel starts crying. She's like, brother, we're lost in the forest. And he says, now, sister, don't worry. We'll be fine. We'll go this way. So they start going this way, not realizing that they're just going deeper into the forest. And they wander, and they wander, and they wander, and they wander. And it's starting to get dark, and they're both pretty hungry when suddenly they come through the trees into a clearing. And in the middle of the clearing is a cottage. But not any ordinary cottage. It's a magical chocolate cottage. A house made out of chocolate. And there's candy stuck to it, and there's icing, and there's like gum trees. It's amazing, amazing. Gretel goes rushing up to it, and she's like, nom, 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 nom. The walls are made of chocolate. And Hansel says, nom, 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 nom. And the windowsills are made of cotton candy. Nom, 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 nom. And they're eating and eating and eating and eating, and they're just like amazed when all of a sudden the door creaks open. Creak. And this lady comes out. She's kind of scary. She's the witch that lives in the magical chocolate forest. And she says, hello, little children. And the children are scared. Hello. She says, are you eating my house? Yes, we're just so hungry. And she says, come on in. I'll give you some more. So the children are like, okay, it's pretty dark. So they go into the witch's cottage where she feeds them candy and more chocolate and some gingerbread and some cake. And then she says, oh, it's too dark. You can just stay here. So she tucks the kids into bed and they all fall asleep. The next morning, the children wake up and they think, we should probably go home, but we're not sure how. Is the witch going to help us? So instead, they sit down for breakfast and she feeds them pancakes with chocolate chips and syrup and cotton candy and all sorts of candy. And after a while, they kind of forget about going home. And then it's the next day and the next day and the next day. And next thing you know, they've been at the witch's house for a whole week. And she's happy. She doesn't sound like this anymore. She sounds like this. Because she was lonely. She lived in this big, beautiful chocolate cottage with no company. And she did all this baking and no company. She was sad and she just wanted company. And she was happy that the kids were there. So finally, it's been a full week and the kids are like, okay, enough is enough. We need to go home. So they go and they say, excuse me, witch. And she says, yes, children, do you want more cupcakes? And they say, no, we better go home. Our mom and dad and our pet chicken's probably kind of worried about us. It's been a long time. And the witch says, but I can feed you candy. And they say, no, we better go home. So she sighs, okay, I'll show you back how to go home. And they say, thank you, witch. And they run over and give her a big hug and a big kiss and promises to come back. So she sends them off on their way and she lights the path with magical fairy lights, and eventually they find their way home. Their mom and dad are so happy to see them, and they're so happy to be home and to sleep in their very own beds. And they do go back and see the witch every now and again because, she's a pretty nice lady and she was lonely. But they always make sure to leave stones as a trail instead of breadcrumbs so that the birds do not eat them. And they live pretty happily ever after with their mom, their dad, and their pet chicken. The end. All right. Can you imagine a house of candy and chocolate? Would be perfect for Halloween. All right, let's get our shakers out and get a shake out. Do your shake. Shake it, shake it, shake it. And then we're going to start. Are we ready? We're going to shake your shaker. Shake it high. Shake it low. Shake your shaker. Shake your shaker. Shake it yes. Shake it no. Shake your shaker. Shake your shaker. Shake it slow. Let's shake it slow first. And then shake your shaker. Shake it fast. Stop. All right. Put your shakers down. We are going to do some more music with some sign language. So it's kind of like if you're happy and you know it, but it's if you're a monster. So the sign for monster is like this, okay? Are we ready? So if you're a monster and you know it, wave your arms. If you're a monster and you know it, wave your arms. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, wave your arms. If you're a monster and you know it, show your fangs. That's a sign for teeth or fangs. If you're a monster and you know it, show your fangs. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, show your fangs. All right, couple more. If you're a monster and you know it, show your claws. That's a sign for claw. If you're a monster and you know it, show your claws. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, show your claws. All right, last one. If you're a monster and you know it, growl out loud. If you're a monster and you know it, growl out loud. I'm scared, you guys. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, growl out loud. But watch out for the dinosaur. The dinosaur. All right. Well, that was a little bit of a surprise. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for growling. All right. Now it is time to call your grown-ups and get on their knees, and I will grab Ben. Ben's not here. I need somebody on my knee. Ben! Ben! Oh, you guys. Ben is ready in his costume. Let's see. Ooh, Ben's a ghost. Are you ready for Halloween? Oh, that's a pretty good costume, hey guys? All right, so this is a new one. So you just climb on, and I'll sing it slow one time, and then we'll see how it goes. So, witches, witches, skeletons and bats, scary ghosts and big black cats. Ooh, it's scary, scary on Halloween night. Pretty good, eh? Except I think I missed a line, so we're going to do it one more time. All right, here we go. Witches, witches, skeletons and bats, scary ghosts and big black cats. Ooh, ooh, what a fright! It's scary, scary on Halloween night. Pretty good, hey? Good job, Ben. Good job. That was a little less bouncy than Rickety Rickety Rocking Horse. Nobody flew off anywhere. Hopefully everybody has a happy and safe Halloween. Remember to watch for our staff costumes tomorrow. And please feel free to send in videos of you guys, or pictures of you guys wearing your costumes, and we can post them on our Facebook page. We will see you guys next week, same time, same place, your living room. Bye for now.